Hello everyone and welcome back to Let's Play Hearts of Iron 4 Black Ice with me, Alpha Pi Omega, and the Turan Empire. So in the previous episode we have started small-scale offensives in this area and we're advancing a little bit through the mountains. So that gives me a little bit of hope. We were also able to hold on to the southern border, but I'm thinking one thing we should really consider is starting research into the heavier type of artillery. We've only been using the light one, and we have been using the light anti-tank, so it might be a good idea to maybe see if we can get the medium one and slowly phase out some of the lighter versions that we have, because this one is going to be much more useful. However, they cost about twice as much. They have more piercing, but they have more soft attack and more hard attack, so we'll get a little bit of I don't want to say trade-off, but we can use it, for example, just for our mountaineers, who I don't think we have access to medium. No, we don't. But we checked that they actually do cause quite a lot of penalties. But I think that in the end we found out they do cause penalties just to movement, right? No, they also lower attack in hills. And yeah, it's the issue. They just hurt so much, the overall attack and movement in the mountains. I don't think if one light anti-tank has nothing like that, or I don't believe they do. No, it's so much smaller, it's less than half of it, and considering it's just one battalion. But we are thinking of creating sort of an elite attack units, which could be a little bit more focused on breaking through and stuff like that. We'll see. Anyway, we need to continue with this just to make sure that everything is going well for us. We're gonna get the new version of the armored car very soon, and then we're just working our way through many of the issues. We also have we have the draft dodging, but I'm hoping that the focus on increasing our war support and stability is going to help us get past that. And I also wanted to mention that you guys kept asking if we capture equipment. I mean, we do, though I'm not sure if the recovered is the trickle back after combat, the higher reliability. Okay, so this is our own equipment recovered. We do not actually see captured equipment here, which is kind of a bummer. But as I mentioned before, we do destroy a lot of enemy equipment, and I know that we can get a ton of extra things back. So if you, for example, look at artillery, no, we don't see anything here. Yeah, but we see some of the Carl Gustav. How did we get that one? Support equipment, machine guns. It's just atomics. Armored cars. It's just the Gazju. Well, we don't have the engineers, which are instrumental to improve your capture ability. So it might be a little bit lower. So let's actually unpause, see what's gonna happen here, because our units are trying to take that area. We should. You guys... It's not us actually attacking here. It's... 14th Piechotna Brigada. It's and the 345th Infantry Division. Alright, well, you can fight there, I don't mind. Attack the tanks to your heart's desire. Come on, capture it, please. Because again, then we can take an attack against Kapan, and I just want to take the mountains, because that will make it so much easier for us to hold them. I know that we're taking the mountains, but generally speaking, there's a lot of factories in this area. There's also an airfield here, so I'd like to see that. Yeah, they're bombing us again. Oh, how bad is it? Actually, not that bad. Not that bad. So, here we go. We're defending against the enemies. And despite the fact that they are a light armor division, we are doing great. So we just need to get more mountaineers there, and we will repel this pretty easily. That's the beauty of the elite units. But we need to, once we get a little bit of manpower, I need to get more infantry divisions and an additional mountaineer division here, so that we can make sure that we actually do improve our ability to work here. Alright, so considering all of the units that are here, I'm gonna take you guys. Let me just divide your guys' border. And let's just focus on putting you guys here with a plan like this. Can add us 2 divisions, which will... Please do not retreat. Please do not retreat. You're gonna retreat, won't you? You're gonna retreat. I know it. 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 Please do not. Please do not. Please do not. Break them. Break them and don't retreat. If you retreat, that's gonna make it so much harder to hold it. No! You just had to. Okay, well, never mind then. So, our units are gonna start doing what we wanted to, and that is organizing here to make sure that we actually are okay. We can support the attack from this area as well. Okay, I actually want you guys to move here. So do that and take the train. Alright, the border here is actually kind of stable now too. How's the situation on the German front looking? If I'm not mistaken, they're actually pushing towards Stalingrad again. I mean, stable is good. Stable means we have time to become more of a crucial part of this whole thing. So, where are my units? 2 of them are there. Here's 3, 4, 5. Okay, so I have you. Did they abandon this area? I mean, that might be very well a trap. But yeah, if we could expand here and just slowly move our way towards Baku, that would be amazing. We have to, decide on small goals and small advances. So now taking Kapan will cost us nothing. It will improve our defensive situation here, actually. Alright, so we now finished in research of a new armored car. Now we might as well just start the new one, but I'm not gonna do that. Instead, we're gonna work on you as the 5th iteration of light artillery. Yes, you are a nice upgrade. Lightweight artillery capable of being broken down for transport, making it possible to bring artillery support to areas previously difficult to reach. When it comes to the actual armored car, how much better are you? So you had 510, 65, you have 612, 70. Soft attack 6.5, hard attack 3. 5 and 1.5. Armor 9, piercing 10. Armor 12, piercing 14. Reliability 70. Yeah, it's better in every single way. Now we could potentially even upgrade this one if we wanted to. I mean, we cannot, upgrade it anyway. Okay, so let's rename this one. The year is 1943. We had the Guzju over there. So now let's name this one. It's gonna be called 1943 Yelkuvan. And the Yelkuvan is gonna be a replacement for the current model called Guzju. And where are you? Here. Alright, so we produce roughly 1 per day. It's gonna get a little bit better, but let's call it 1.3 per day, something like that at max efficiency. Which, you know, fair enough, is still decent. You guys are bleeding out aircraft. We really need to do something with the radar. Yeah, we're suppressing them, but not in. Yeah, and the bombing is just getting worse again. Alright, that's the issue. We cannot. We have to do it province by province. So building it in. Do you actually remove? Yeah, you actually lower the amount of damage from bombing too. You just need more aircraft there, honestly. Oh well, we keep managing it. It's mostly light damage, so it's not something that, you know, is critical to us, but we'll work on it. Alright, then we start now work on the tank assembly plans. With this focus finished, we now have 0.96 political power per day. And it unlocks the option to advance. And I wonder what's going to happen, because we remove the penalty. You just give 5 political power. Really. That's all. That is nothing. That is literally nothing. Alright. But I mean, we need to get it, because we need to start affecting the low literacy, and we can get an additional research slot here used for industrial raw materials and electronics. 25 days for 5 political power. That is such an insane waste. But we don't have much of an option, do we? Alright, either way. We can now do, can't we? At least 1 unit in Ankara. Ah, okay. I need to send you there. So we'll go there, and we are gonna start the military parade. It's gonna give us 19 political power, which is fine. I don't think you guys leveled up, didn't you? You might have, but you didn't. Alright, you're well, not even close, to be quite honest. So it's gonna give us additional 20. So we're gonna be at about 50 soon, at which point encourage frugality. Demonize opponents. Make war support. It is very cheap, but I would much prefer that we fight united, because that will give us about 15 points of war support, and that is really where we suffer the most. I still don't understand this. It says we could change 1.7, but it's giving us way less than that. Alright, so how are you guys doing? Starting that plan. And we are no longer mobilizing again. Alright, so you do this. That's gonna help us. No fighting here. Enforce rationing. Declare national celebration. Decrease unemployment. Oh, that is really nice, but I really cannot do that one, unfortunately. If you're asking me why, it's because we really need to fight for the stability, for the war support first. Yeah, see? Like, it increased by 0.2 instead of 1.7. I don't understand what the issue is. Is it the casualties? I guess it might be the casualties. Weekly, but that still doesn't fit. It's bizarre. And we really need to get rid of that draft dodging, because the manpower is just suffering hugely, despite the fact that we now have 0.5% extra from the foreign labor. And housing is going to help with that as well. So then we might see a little bit of a difference, but we have to be really careful because we just literally have no manpower. Right, Kapan starting to look really good. So if we can get the planning bonus, it's going to be really easy for us to push here. And then again, these two provinces will be easy to gain. And then we can swoop around. Yeah, I think the Mountaineers can actually help us push it. We have enough units to actually hold the territory that we want, especially with the support of our allies. Man, please do not break, you guys. Okay, and they seem to have advanced in Spain over though. I wish I had some tank divisions I could send there. We started the process to get more tank factories, so if we can get those, I might actually license, let's say, a light tank or something from Germany and use it, because these do not seem... What is it, mountain? Yeah, it's mountains. All of it is in the mountains. Okay, there's points over the bit here. And they even got a little bit of it here, near Carcassonne. I mean, I would be willing to send my Mountaineers anywhere to help. But I'm kind of afraid that we won't be able to do anything anyway. So current issues in order of magnitude. War support, that one needs to go up. And then manpower. And for all of it, we need political support and holding out, basically. Alright, I think here that would be strategic enough for us to risk an attack. Not really. There's a port over here. Thinking about the supply situation here, it's not critical, but it's not great either. Everyone is basically screwed. Oh hey, we can get another operative. Infiltrator. Propagandist. Seducer. Oh, let's get a seducer. So you guys are working hard here. I don't think you're actually giving us anything though, are you? Wait, I can see that here. Yeah, we're not getting anything at all. That makes absolutely no sense. What could we do with you? That seems like such a waste of breath. Infiltrate army. 6 chance, 45%. I mean, let me just send you to Leningrad, why not? Alrighty, so what kind of audit? Okay, we're still building one of those old ships. Did we finish? We did finish 2 ships. Oh, it's 2 submarines even. Alright. Well, we certainly are dominating this area. I wonder if there's any chance for us to, you know, because you guys had a good point that it might be good to hunt for enemies in the Levantine Sea or somewhere, but I have a feeling we might be really suffering. So if we can produce more subs and actually send them out, it could be good for us. Do we import? We import too much steel, it seems. Yeah, we can save a little bit of factories on that for now. But, you know, fair enough, helps a little. 14th of March, it's gonna be a while. Did we add that one factory to the handout and I think we did. Alright, 27.96 per day. That's fine. Our units are getting stronger for that. And I think we established that to get the better types we need a secret project, don't we? Yeah. That probably makes sense to... Sure, it probably makes sense to ask for factories now, and just we know that we cannot produce that one. So if we could just look for a good one. Where would that be? Somewhere here. The Panzerfaust. It's level 2. Do you have level 3? Looks like you don't. .8. I mean, spending 3 factories on that is just crazy, though, for such a small upgrade. What about someone like Italy? Could you, by any chance, have a better anti-tank weapons? Could you not have any, maybe even? But you do not have any. That's fun. I mean, that's really funny. You don't have any. Alright then, well, that settles it. I don't think paying free for that is such a big difference. Yeah, soft attack, hard. I mean, you have to be frugal in a way. Okay, 14.9, at least it's increasing a little bit. You guys are now almost done with your planning. And I've also supported this area. Well, what can we do? Stability 52. Political power is increasing. How long before we lose that? Not by much. So 2 more boosts and then we start dropping again like a rock. Casualties. And casualties are bad, but other than that, I think we're doing relatively okay. Are we getting that? No, it's prepared defense. I never went for that planning bonus. And we're not getting any fighting done, so we're not even getting a bonus to the experience here. How about you guys? We have 5 divisions here, and there's 3 enemy divisions in plains. Could we upgrade? What if I upgraded you to show too many? We don't have manpower or the handheld anti-tank, but we do have the desert warfare. And that's actually a really good one because that gives you 10% bonus. Crisis solution program. Oh, nice! Political power went up. Draft reform. Nice. Oh, nice! So this one removes draft dodging, extensive draft dodging, and widespread draft dodging, and even gives us stability and war support. Nice. And now we're gonna start. Yes, mobilizing. That's what we needed. Alright, so at least a little bit of good news. And let us now launch this attack. Which ones are you? No, you. So we are winning this. Very nicely. This is a cavalry division. The medium armor division is insanely powerful. But our organization is very low. So we might have a chance here. Yeah, these guys are just gonna go away. Alright. I see how it is. Alright, and that's also giving us a decent amount of army experience, isn't it? Yeah, we're getting some. And we are mobilizing a decent amount of people too. Okay, come on now. We really just need to get those done and we'll be fine. Okay, 82. That's actually very nice. Box barrage. And I have an air superiority. There really isn't much that we can do here. 19.2. 19.1. Well, probably taking way more casualties than they do, but Kapan is actually in question here. So let's hope we can get it. Alright. Food-wise, we're also doing kind of good. I'm surprised about that. I would have expected. I guess the war helps with consumption. Okay, 87. Yeah, we're doing very well. Nice. You got them. The damage will be heavy, but we are going to make the best of it. So once this operation is finished, I think we might... Well, these areas are really heavily defended. We might actually want to... Oh, that's hills, right? Yeah, okay, so that is a problem. That is a problem. So the next target we'll choose will probably be maybe something like this. So there's just too many troops. Not sure how that's gonna work. To figure it out. Okay, when do we get the boost? 19. I was already at about 60. And we're getting 1 point, so in about 40 days we can do the Refight United. It's just gonna be a bit more of a long-term solution. Attack. What a complicated tactic. Just attack. You know, you see them there, just point the weapon at them and shoot. Damn, we're actually doing some decent damage here, really. What's their softness? So, 20% hardness, okay. So they're taking quite a lot of damage from us, even though they do not seem like it. And we're also reducing the enemy air superiority effect. Oh, very effective. Nice. So a clear victory for us in Kapan. And we just need to take it now. Cool. So I'm going to end the episode here. We've done a little bit. I mean, situation is stable. So we are not as useless as we thought. Though again, oh my god, look at all the American divisions. Oh, it's ending. It's ending. But yes, we are stable for now. So let's make it count. Anyway, see you in the next one.